Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Main Street Talk podcast, your podcast for all things Walt Disney World related, the news and updates and tips and tricks to make your Walt Disney World vacation much easier, more manageable. My name is Nick, and as always, my wife is joining me.
Hi, everyone.
So here in the Midwest in Illinois, we're in the middle of a heat wave. It is currently, 93 degrees outside. I think it feels like 101.
Second day in a row.
And I think
more to continue.
The next 3 days.
Yeah.
So we have that going for us. Our air conditioner's been running like 13 hours a day.
Do you ever have those days where it's just too hot to even go swimming?
Yeah, it's like that today.
It's very thick and...
You walk outside and it feels like you're walking into an oven.
Yeah.
I mean, this central Florida weather we're having right now.
Yes. Well, and I was doing watering the other day, and just to hook the hose to the spigot, the spout, I broke a sweat.
Yesterday, I was hosing off my flip-flops, and my back was a little wet. I was outside for 10 minutes.
A little steamy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Stay inside if you're in the Midwest.
Stay inside for sure.
Or Florida's hot this time, too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
We're complaining.
I don't even want to
Hey,
think
this
about
is
Florida.
just prep weather.
That's why we go in the winter months.
This is just prep weather. Yeah.
But we have some very exciting news to announce here at the podcast. So we are going to start, you can start entering this week, but we're going to start the process next week. We are giving away some prizes here. So what we're going to do is we have these, you call them the growth charts.
Yeah.
So the measuring things you put on your wall, and it shows you how tall your kids are going. We have some official Walt Disney World ones, and they're really cute.
They are cute.
They're just Disney decorated. They say Walt Disney World on the top, and they have all the inch markers all the way up to 72 inches. I think it's probably about 12 inches wide or so, if I had to guess. And they're just all decorated with Disney characters. But the best part about it is it has every attraction with pictures, and it says what it is, and it has the height requirement.
Mm.
So you can measure your kid as your dates are getting closer to Walt Disney World, and you know exactly how tall they're going to be.
And what they can ride and what they can't, so you don't wait in the lines or have to hunt somebody down or make the trek over to an attraction and then find out once you get there that it's not allowed.
Right. Yes. So we're going to give for the next...
Please don't leave your children in a stroller so you can go off and ride a ride because they're not tall enough.
Yeah, don't do that. Actually, that's part of our tip today.
Oh,
later.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's funny you say that.
That's just ties right in that I had no idea. Okay.
So, we're going to give away. We have 8 of those to give away.
Wait a minute. So you have to give a tip and trick not to leave your children?
Well, no. I hope not. I really
I'm sorry.
hope not.
I'm rambling.
Well,
Go ahead.
I don't know. You never know. Some people maybe. But,
well, I've seen videos.
But, no, the tip or trick ties into that.
Okay.
So, but with these posters, we're going to give away 1 a week for the next 8 weeks. Okay. Now, the bonus giveaway is at the end of these 8 weeks.
So what is that? What is that weekend date?
That I don't know. It will just be, next week will be week 1.
So next Monday?
Yes.
As our air date?
Yes.
Okay.
So today is June 22nd. This will air June 23rd.
This will air tomorrow. Yeah, we are recording on a Sunday afternoon, guys.
This will start next Monday, a week from. So that'll be what, June 20 or June 30th?
No, honey, that's not going to be June at all. We're in June right now.
Yeah, I think it'll be June 30th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the end of the 8 weeks. Yes.
No, yeah. So this starts next week, June 30th. That'll be week 1. But at the end of this 8 weeks, we are giving away a $50 either Disney gift card or Disney Plus gift card. Now, the only rules to this, well, there's a couple rules. If you win a poster, you can only win 1 poster. You cannot win multiple posters. But if you win a poster, you are eligible for the gift card as well. So that's the only caveat, if you will, to this. So you can win a poster and a gift card, but you cannot win multiple posters, basically.
Okay.
So the way to enter is to go to our website, mainstreettalkpod.com, and subscribe. On that website, there'll either be a pop-up you can subscribe to, or there is a subscribe link at the top of the page, or if you're on your phone, it'll be in the menu. That's all you have to do is subscribe. You'll get an email back, and make sure you check your promotion folder, your spam folders, because sometimes they will go there. And all you have to do is verify your email again, just to say, yes, this was me. I'm not a robot, subscribing to this. And you'll be entered. That's all you have to do. We will announce the winners every single week, starting next week, June 30th.
And 8 weeks then, 8 weeks from today or 8 weeks from next Monday? What are you doing?
I think it would be 8 weeks from next Monday.
Okay, so then 8 weeks from then is August 18th is when we are going to, or August, the weekend prior, or are you including that? When are we going to draw for the $50? Will it be the following?
We're going to...
August 25th?
Yeah, let's do August 25th.
Okay.
$50 on August 25th.
So the contest ends on August 18th, and we will draw our winner that week, and we will announce the winner on our 25th show.
August
25th show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So just make sure, like I said, make sure you're looking in your promotion or spam folders, because if you do win, we're going to announce your name on the show, and we will contact you probably midweek to get a mailing address so we can send you your poster. And if you win the gift card, the same thing. Maybe an e-gift card, or I don't know, however you prefer if you win somebody. Okay. So yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
First time we've done
this. And they are really cute, guys. They are paper. I wish they were kind of cloth, but they are paper, but they're super cute.
They are straight from Disney. Being a travel agent, these, we get promotional items too.
Yeah, and you can mark on them. So you can literally, as you're, each year you take your kids, it can be like a souvenir, like a memorabilia that you keep. You have all your children's ages from the time you started taking them till their adulthood, and you've got it all marked on this. And then if you turn it on the flip side, it's a banner.
Yes, it is.
And so you can, have it vertical or horizontal. So yeah, it is super cute though.
And yeah,
it's foldable paper.
And even like let's say it's your kid's first time riding Big Thunder that year. You could even, where the Big Thunder image is on the poster, you could write the date down. When little Jimmy got to ride it first.
Absolutely.
So yeah, they're really cool.
Or Big Jimmy. If it's Big Jimmy's first time riding it.
So yeah, just go to the website, mainstreettalkpod.com. I'll leave a link in the show notes as well, just so you can get straight there. And good luck to everybody that enters.
Yeah.
$50 gift card. Can't beat that. You got to save at Disney.
I want to enter. Can I enter?
You are excluded.
Or am I excluded?
You're excluded. I'm sorry. Okay. I should have said that off the bat. When I say you got to save whatever you can at Disney, I'm reminded of our last trip before our Animal Kingdom stay on our travel day. We stayed at Pop Century. We went over to Art of Animation to eat. Remember, there was that little boy in there, about 8 years old. He was getting a soda at the same time I was. And I was filling
our refillable cups.
Even our refillable mugs. So I was filling my mug, and he came up, and he filled his, and he looked at me, and he said, "You got to get your money's worth. You got to get your money's worth." He said it 2 times.
So cute.
Yeah, obviously he heard his mom say that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah,
that definitely funny. Came from an adult.
So that's our promotion. Let's get into the news. We're going to start at Magic Kingdom. Walt Disney has confirmed the return of Disney's Celebrate America, or 4th of July concert in the sky at Magic Kingdom.
Ooh.
Yes, it's coming back. The 4th of July fireworks will be performed at 9:20 p.m. on July 3rd and July 4th. Happily Ever After will not be performed on these dates. So.
Well, I think it's a nice break in there. I mean, I love Happily Ever After, but to see something, so that just is all the more reason why you should go on the 2nd and the 3rd or the 4th and the 5th. You get to see Happily Ever After in the July 4th shows. Yeah.
You go on July 2nd and you can see, both of them do 2 consecutive nights. It's kind of like going taking a trip like October 30th through the beginning of November, because then you get to see Halloween and Christmas.
And the transition over.
Yep.
But you do miss the trees going up because.
That's true, yeah. At the resorts, yeah.
We were at our home resort for a week, and we're just anticipating seeing the tree. And I think it was up just 2 days after we left, or very short time after we left, but that's okay. We'll see it, guys. We'll see it in real life.
So July 4th fireworks, and Epcot will feature the Heartbeat of Freedom after Luminous, the Symphony of Us, on July 4th. I know I threw Epcot in there, but it was kind of relevant to the fireworks.
So let me ask this. Oh, yeah, that's okay. As we're speaking on Epcot's Luminous, what do you think of that show? Because there's a lot of people that aren't very...
I liked it.
They're not okay.
I
liked it too. I mean, I've only seen it the one time, but there's a lot of people that are like, say they're in their opinions.
Harmonious, I think, is what.
People, is that the one? I
think people compare it to Harmonious, and I've never saw Harmonious, but I think that was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Yeah, and I liked the band playing in the bandstand next door.
So, yeah. Who was that? That was 98 Degrees.
I didn't want to say it.
We were watching. we popped a spot for the fireworks right next to the American Pavilion where the stage is, and there's Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
98 Degrees. They were singing all the hits. They weren't just singing 98. They were singing Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, it was like a throwback for real.
Yeah.
I'm dating myself, guys.
Yeah. And I was like looking around, and I looked back, and Joni's videotaping them. So I was like, oh, Nick Lachey. So back to Magic Kingdom. The playground at Dumbo the Flying Elephant and Magic Kingdom will reopen later this year. It was supposed to reopen in the spring of 25, but with summer approaching around the corner, Disney has officially delayed the opening. Here is what the website says. The indoor children's playground in the Dumbo Flying Experience queue is closed for refurbishment and expected to open later this year. The attraction will remain open and available during this time. So the playground, it will not be open on time. And the Starlight Parade, this is a big one. This is weird. This threw me off a little bit. So the new Starlight Nighttime Parade at Disney has been confirmed, obviously, and it's going to start on July 20th. Well, the parade will take place twice nightly with show times at 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. with Happily Ever After fireworks at 10 p.m. Now, this parade is going to go backward, which is odd. You know what I mean by that? I mean, they're not going to be going backwards. The route is starting on Main Street.
That. Okay. No, I know what you meant. I didn't think they were all going to walk and dance backwards. No, drive backwards. That's kind of dangerous.
No. Yeah. So the parade is going to start on Main Street and travel towards Frontierland.
Both showings, the 9 and the 11?
That's what I found.
Well, I wonder why they're doing that. I mean, it's...
Oh, you know what I did read? It's for crowd control. Because if you start in Frontierland and you end at Main Street, everybody's going to be towards the end of the parade at the gates. And when the parade's done, at 11 especially, everybody's going to be at the gates already. So they want it to go the other way so people can see the parade and leave. You know what I mean? So it's going the opposite. It's going away from the gates. So it's actually pretty smart.
Well, yeah, unless you want to stay for the fireworks too, because then you're sitting at, well, I suppose you're at Main Street and then, by the gates, and then you're back by, we like all the areas, but we really like in front of the castle by Mickey and Walt is a really good spot to watch fireworks off to the side a little bit.
Yep.
But like we've said before, it's nice to watch them down Main Street too, because you get the projections on the buildings. Is that kind of contradictory though, if they're going backwards for the 9 o'clock show? Because then you have fireworks.
Right. But see, even with fireworks, if it starts at Main Street, it goes to the hub and then it's going to Frontierland. Now the hub in front of the castle is open because the parade's already gone by. So people can start standing there.
Okay.
So I think it's smart. It's a crowd control thing.
Well, somebody had their thinking cap on when they did that then.
Yep.
It took me a minute.
Took me a minute too, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, wait, yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Boy, these brains in this business.
They make the big bucks.
Yeah, they do.
If it was me, I'd just have it going straight up Main Street and turn around and come back.
Well, now that he knows the shortcuts, he might.
Yeah.
If it was before he knew the shortcuts, it'd be an awfully long parade.
Disney has adjusted the operating hours at Magic Kingdom. Starting July 20th, the park will remain open until 11 p.m. nightly through at least August 2nd. So if you're going after August 2nd, keep your eyes peeled. You can look at the My Disney Experience app, the calendar. The calendar usually is set out for about 60 to 70 days is when they have the... So if you're going in November and you see the parks closing at 5, that's not, you know what I mean? It's just in there. It's not official.
Right.
They haven't got to it yet. Disney has filed a new construction permit for the Walt Disney World Railroad Station in Frontierland, which is set to close soon due to the construction of the Cars expansion and the Villains Land. Beginning on July 7th, the Frontierland station will be closed. and it will only be open between Main Street and Storybook Circus.
Yeah, well,
as
you
a
talked
shuttle.
about that in another episode.
Yep.
That it was just going to be like a shuttle back
Yep,
and forth.
Back and forth.
Yeah. So that official is
July 7th.
July 7,
Yep.
yeah.
And they've already started filing permits for construction on the station. I think.
Well, and I love
electrical.
that you included Disney's Villain Land in that little
Yeah, because you know
comment.
why? The land I'm most excited for is Villains Land,
Mm-hmm.
but we're getting all this information about Cars Land and Monsters Inc. and nothing on Villains, and I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but they're killing me. So Cars is coming to mind quicker, and then I'm like, Villains.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Astro Orbiter has now begun testing again. No opening date announced.
Reopen date?
Yep.
Okay.
So they're done with that. They dismantled that whole thing and took it off-site and refurbished it and brought it all back.
It's nice and polished for everybody.
Should be. And I'm going to go over to Epcot. This is big news out of Epcot. The test track presented by General Motors will reopen on July 22nd, 2025. It's got a new musical score, as well as new scenes that highlight technology, making our cars smarter and our lives more fun. From the Disney Parks blog, one of these scenes showcases how vehicles can use advanced cameras and sensors to see the world they drive through. Walt Disney Imagineers were able to represent this tech, utilizing over 29,000 points of light. While Test Track has always celebrated new and future automotive technology, it's also a reminder of what a road trip is all about, spending quality time in the company of friends and family while embracing the beauty of the world around you. The cast members will be able to experience the attraction and technical rehearsals between June 27th and July 10th. As with previous ride openings and reopenings, cast member previews are usually the first group allowed as the final testing phase before opening to the other groups. Now, Disney also confirmed that previews will also be held for annual pass holders, Club 33 members, Disney Vacation Club members, D23 Gold members, and Golden Oak residents. But those dates have not been announced yet. So Test Track has been down since, I believe, June of last year.
Well, their testing rehearsals with the cast members is literally a week.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner. It's less than a week.
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah.
So I didn't
It's Friday.
Huh?
Friday. It's June 27th. So yeah, that'd be.
I thought, because there's not a whole lot of attractions at Epcot, I guess there is, but not like other parks, because the World Showcase, but I thought with Test Track being down, every other rides, their lines would completely soar up, you know what I mean? Wait times. I didn't feel like that was the case when we were there. I mean, Remy and Frozen are always going to have their lines.
Yeah, but maybe it was just less populated, and then a lot of people spend a lot of time around the World Showcase too. So, which can be a day all in itself.
Yes,
visiting all that.
Yes, that's a big park. So that's it for Epcot. Big announcement for Test Track, and we're going over to Animal Kingdom, where in Epcot we have some great news. Animal Kingdom, we have some bad news. Bad news for.
Yeah, let's do bad news
and good news, because it's bad because something's closing, but it's good because
we understand that whole prospect and approach to it. With it, when one door opens, another, or what? How does that go?
One door closes, another door opens.
Right.
But I don't know. For me, when one door opens, it just shuts on my face. So I don't know.
You mean when it closes?
Yeah.
We're all messed up right now.
So according to Disney, the Boneyard will have its last day of operation on September 1st, 2025. This will mark the start of the second phase of construction on the Tropical America's Land, which, as we know, is replacing Dinoland USA. But if you have kids, not to worry. They are putting in a playground area in Tropical America. We don't have a lot of details on what this playground is going to be, but we do know that there will be a playground. So the Boneyard, last day, September 1st, 2025. So if you're interested in trying to find some Disney fossils, better get over to Animal Kingdom, Dinoland. That's it for the parks. What do you got?
Well, I'm just going to say the dino has already been removed. And what about that the Chester and Hester dino? has been removed. But what about the one that is at the entryway? The boned one.
Oh, you mean the actual like dinosaurs?
Yeah,
that I don't know.
Is that still up right now and going to be removed as the Boneyard's closing? Because it's right next to it.
It could be, yeah. I have not heard if that's been removed or not. I've not read anything. But they did make a big deal. Not a big deal, but it was widely known when they took the big dinosaur down.
Yeah.
But that thing was huge. The other one, are you talking about the one that's
that's all bones that they at Christmas time they put a Christmas hat on it.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm talking about.
So that's going to do it for park news this week. Some good news and some bad news, as that's going to be the case for the next few years, I think. Get excited about something and then sad about something. But look forward to the future.
Yeah. And have some memories from the past.
Yep, exactly.
Got to keep growing.
Yep. Disneyland's never complete. That's what Walt said.
That's right.
So over to Disney Cruise Line, beginning today. Going over to Disney Cruise Line, starting on Wednesday, June 18th, Disney Cruise Line has lowered the required deposit for future voyages. Mm-hmm. The deposit, which was once 20%, has gone down to 10%.
10% deposit for cruises? 10%
deposit, yes.
How long is this lasting? Or is this indefinite?
Seems to be their new operating procedure.
Oh, okay. So this just happened a few days ago.
This happened a few days ago. So this is pretty big news because, if you go on, if your cruise is, I don't know, you pick a number, it's like $4,000, you can only put down $400 as opposed to
$800.
Yeah, the 20%.
Wow.
If you want to pay for it over time. So that's pretty big news.
Yeah.
That's great. For existing reservations, I should have mentioned this. For existing reservations made on or before June 17th, the original 20% deposit remains in place. So this is for new bookings as of June 18th.
So can you cancel your reservation and redo?
I'm not saying what you can or can't do.
Oh, okay.
You explore those options on your own. But
may lose your spot. You may lose your cabin.
May lose your room. But if you want to book a Disney cruise or a Disney World vacation, you can contact me.
Oh, how do we do that?
nick.garcia@academytravel.com. I am an affiliate with Academy Travel. You can go to our website, mainstreettalkpod.com, and hit the get a free quote button, and that'll come to me, and I will get back to you.
And your services are free.
My services are free. The quote is free. Everything's free until you start paying on your trip.
But only 10% down.
Only 10% down.
Good deal.
And I guess we're going to go over to the resorts at Disney World. I should have did this before the cruise lines, but that's okay. Disney has announced the new pool area at Fort Wilderness is coming. The Meadow swimming pool area at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground is being expanded. Here's a statement from Disney. There's more magic on the horizon. At Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, we're expanding the Meadow swimming pool area to make room for even more fun and relaxation. A brand new zero-entry pool and deck area is being added alongside the existing pool, effectively doubling the space for guests to enjoy. The expansion will also include a tennis court, 2 pickleball courts, giving families even more ways to play together in the great outdoors. And the swimming pool and the wilderness swimming pool will remain open during work. And speaking of resort pools, probably the most popular pool at all Disney resorts is reopening. The Stormalong Bay at Disney's Yacht Club and Beach Club Resort has reopened after a 6-month refurbishment. Stormalong Bay is a 3-acre pool that has been closed for maintenance since January. It features a sand-bottom pool, a lazy river, and 3 whirlpool spas. During the closure, the pool was resurfaced and the deck around the water was redone.
A 3-acre?
Yeah, we've never been to this pool. I feel like we should try to book a room at Beach Club
and it has sand in it.
Yeah, this is the Disney pool. Like, this is where everybody loves it.
Wow,
but you gotta be a guest.
Well, I'm sure it feels like beachy because you got sand under you.
Yep.
Wow.
So I feel like we're gonna have to book one night there, do a split stay sometime just to go swimming. Seriously, because the shipwreck pool and water slide are still under construction and remain under refurbishment until later this year. And like I just said, only guests staying at Yacht Club or Beach Club can use Stormalong Bay. But from what I understand, it's like a mini water park. Kind of. Well, kind of.
Well, yeah, 3 acres.
Yep.
I mean, 3 acres is a lot.
Yeah, it's got a lazy river.
Yeah. So I wonder, I mean, I don't know how big the water parks are.
Well, I think they're quite a bit bigger. But for a resort pool.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a resort
I mean, they're not
water,
going to have all the water slides and,
right, yeah.
all the things that, the
big
water parks do. But, I mean, it's a close second.
Yeah. I mean, for being right on property, right out your door.
Yeah.
For sure.
No kidding.
And Walt Disney World has extended the bounce back offer that started last fall, allowing guests to save 25 to 35% on future resort stays. Guests can save up to 35% on Disney Deluxe or Deluxe Villa resorts, 30% on select Disney Moderate resorts, and 25% on select Disney Value resorts. The bounce back offer is now available into the fall of 2026, and you have to take advantage of this deal, as always, within 7 days of your checkout day.
Wait a minute. Of your checkout. So of your previous one, you have to book your next vacation within 7 days
Of checkout.
Of checking out of your current vacation.
Correct.
In order to get these.
Yes.
Well.
Yep. And that's pretty genius on Disney's part because...
Well, yeah, it gets people to book more. Just like on the cruise ships, they want you to come in with offers and...
They tug at your emotions because Disney blues is real.
Oh, yeah,
when you have to leave Disney, it's very sad.
I know.
Even as an adult.
All you're talking about in the last day of your room is when are we coming back?
Yeah. So then they're like, well, you have 7 days, 25%, 35%, whatever it is, depending on the resort. So I think it's genius marketing on their part.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a good deal for the consumer.
Sure. You get to save money.
Yep.
I mean, why not?
And what you can do with these is like you can book one and modify it,
No.
Yeah.
Elaborate. What do you mean?
Well, it says they can still modify and cancel reservations without penalty up to 30 days before their arrival. So let's say you book it for 6 months out. You're not locked into that 6 months. Like it applies to the same rule as another. You can modify. So the same rules apply.
Okay.
And that is it for the Disney World news this week. Okay. A lot of stuff out of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
That Starlight Parade, that really threw me off. I'm like, they're going backwards. Why are they going backwards?
No, I think that's going to be kind of neat.
Yeah, it makes sense after you think about it.
Yeah.
So our spotlight on attraction this week is the Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Mike Wazowski. So I'm going to read straight from Disney's website. Participate in a hilarious, gag-tastic, interactive comedy show starring Monsters, Inc. and Company. This is any height, all ages. A monstrously funny show. Step inside the only laugh factory in Monstropolis and make your way into a comedy club hosted by a monster of ceremonies, Mike Wazowski. These scare actors love to engage the audience. Don't be surprised if you become part of the show. Inspired by the Disney and Pixar animated films Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University, this attraction scares up some monster laughs. You got a good joke? Text your favorite joke before the lights go down and it could be used in the show. Watch Mike Wazowski's video while you wait and listen for the instructions. Standard text messaging fees apply. I'm just reading what it says.
So the Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor is a interactive stage show. There's obviously no height requirements. It's a 2-tier multi-pass, and it also is a 10 to 15-minute show, and it's super cute. They have people going around the audience.
It is a live-action show, meaning that there are behind-the-scenes actors, and it's live. It's not pre-recorded, so they interact with the crowd.
Okay.
Kind of like a Turtle Talk with Crush.
Okay, so they do have staff members,
right.
Cast members,
actors,
rather,
yep.
going around with microphones, and they have camera crew that will zoom in on you and ask you questions or,
where
different,
you're from.
Yep, different things like that, yeah.
And, they interact with the crowd, so it is a comedy show, but it's animated, but they interact with the crowd, so it's really, really neat. Now, I was looking into the history of it. This was an attraction, Circle Vision 360 film called The Timekeeper that opened in 1994. Featured a time-traveling robot voiced by Robin Williams.
Oh, neat. So when did it become the laugh floor?
The laugh floor opened in April of 2007.
Okay.
So in 2001, Monsters, Inc. came out, and obviously it was a huge hit. So Disney was thinking about what could replace the Timekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Monsters, Inc. seemed like a good fit.
Mm-hmm. Well, it must be because they're building a whole land for it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Monsters, Inc., I think.
I mean, and to be a 2007 Walt Disney, when did it come out in?
The movie?
Yeah.
2001.
2001 show. So we're going on
6 years.
Oh,
you mean
just all together.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So the story behind the attraction is after discovering that laughter produces more energy than screams, the monsters decide to open a comedy club.
Mm.
And you do have the meter on the side. Your laughter has to get up to a certain meter.
And Roz is in there with her threats.
With
you need to fill out your paperwork.
And one thing that this show is known for, I think they do it every show, is they single in on one man.
Yes.
Man, and he's that guy.
He's that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
And they go back to him constantly.
Yeah, it's fun.
The cameras go on him. And it's really fun if you're in there and the person, that guy, is really cooperating with the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Some people just,
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun. It does get a Christmas overlay and a Halloween overlay. So they do, Halloween jokes, Christmas jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I said, we just don't know what's going to happen to it with Monsters, Inc. Land coming. We don't know. Does it move?
Nothing's been
does
said.
It stay there? Yeah. I don't know what happens with it.
As of late, I would keep it because it is such a cute show.
In Tomorrowland? Would you keep it in Tomorrowland where it is?
Well, yeah, they're monsters.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would move it.
Where would you move it?
In the Monsters, Inc. Land, in the Muppets Theater.
Oh.
I don't know. That's what I would do. They might have other plans for that.
I'm sure. That's a lot of just moving around instead of rebuild. They could, Yeah.
But they can put something else in there. I don't know. Lots to be seen. Lots of questions.
Lots
of questions. That's our spotlight on attraction. It's a super fun attraction if you've never been there. And a great break. You sit down. How long did you say it was?
10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes. So that's 10 to 15 minutes of air conditioning.
Yeah.
And sitting
getting off
down.
your feet.
Yep. So.
And I don't remember. I think you can take snacks in there.
I believe you can.
So if you've got a bag of popcorn or a pretzel or, Mickey bar or anything like that, you can take it in with you.
Don't leave your trash.
Don't leave your trash.
Take your trash with you. It's kind of a disheartening thing when you see at Disney World and a lot of trash on.
Yep. Well, and the thing of it is,
but you see it and it's like cast members are good to pick it up. But
right. Well, the thing of it is that especially in attractions or shows like that, if you leave things, then eventually all that's going to cause is not be allowed to bring them in in the first place. Exactly. So when things are left, it's not a win situation for anybody. Somebody's got to pick it up, and you're going to ruin the perks for everyone else at some point.
Just because you can't take a Mickey wrapper out with you.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And you hurt your mom's feelings, too, for not picking up after yourself.
So now we're going to get to our tip, which gets back to the don't leave your kid in the stroller.
Oh, yes.
Please don't leave your kid in the stroller.
Or your husband.
Well, if there was a stroller for my size and you could push me around, I would totally be.
Never going to happen.
I mean, I don't know how many years away we are away from renting scooters, but...
Well, those are electric, babe.
Those are electric.
I don't got to push you in that.
So this week's tip or trick is rider swap.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know about rider swap.
Okay.
What is rider swap?
What is rider swap?
Rider swap basically is, let's say you're two adults and a 3-year-old at Disney World and you both want to ride Tron.
Well, Tron's a little extreme, but...
Or anything. Like, anything with a height requirement that your 3-year-old cannot go on. So what you do is you go up to the cast member working, usually, they're out there in front of the attraction. You tell them, I want to do a rider swap. So they will scan your magic bands or your card, whatever you have. And let's say mom can go on the ride and dad and the 3-year-old wait for mom. When she's done, dad gets to go on the ride, but they get to go in, I believe, in the lightning lane line. So basically it's so everybody can ride all the rides they want to ride, you know.
Now, we did do this.
We did do
with
this.
Tron when we took our grandsons. We
Yep.
did do this. Nick and our oldest went. Our youngest was not tall enough, so this is the one ride he could not go on. That was open. And then when they got done, he asked the oldest grandson if he wanted to come with me as well, and he said no. He didn't want to ride it again.
No. He liked it,
But I don't remember how exactly the rider swap works. So if mom goes first, dad stays with child.
Mm-hmm.
Mom comes off. Mom stays with child. Dad goes. What does dad need to do? Specifically, go to the cast member.
Go to the cast member
and tell them what.
They have those tablets, and they'll scan the magic band. And
okay,
it'll be in there
so mom, in theory, would have to let the cast member know also that I'm doing a rider swap.
Why? No, everybody goes up together initially with them.
Initially,
and
okay.
they scan everybody's bands.
Okay, I couldn't remember how we did that. I knew there was a certain approach. Okay,
yeah, they'll scan everybody's bands.
Okay, it's coming back now. I'm remembering.
But yeah, the cool thing about that I was unexpected. I don't know if it was just that cast member or if it's just a rule, but our oldest grandson could have went with each of us. He chose not to, but
yeah,
I would have.
Well, I know you would have. But he did sit on it and look at you terrified and say, Grandpa,
he liked Tron.
There's nothing holding me in. But the back does come, the back does lower onto your lower back.
And then
the legs
clamp you in.
They come behind the calves. And then the arms do not.
Because you're
it's
laying
just
down.
The back. Yeah. And it's a snug fit. They do have a bike out front that
Yep.
you can trial to make sure, to kind of see how it's going to fit on your body if you got, some joints or whatever that don't bend as well or, things like that. But it does put you in there pretty tight.
It does. And we'll get into more of this when we do Tron Spotlight. But if you're not able to get on those bikes, the last cart on each train are regular seats.
Yes.
So
even people in those folks that need to use wheelchairs or
exactly
the motorized vehicles, but you do have to transfer.
Yes, you do have to transfer. It is like a regular roller coaster seat.
Yes.
But yeah, our oldest grandchild, we got on the Tron light cycles, like we just first sat on him, and he looked at me and he said, "Grandpa, there's nothing holding me up."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I said, just wait.
Just give it a second.
Give it a second. And then the back came down and he looked at me. He's like, okay.
He was fine then. But there is a ride photo on there as well. And
That's a great ride photo.
Yeah, hope everybody looks good with their hair slicked back because that's what you're going to get. It's fun though. And there's usually a cast member standing out at the beginning of the attraction, a photo pass cast member that has the ring that discs, you can take photos with, and she's got some neat poses and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And they've got is that one of the magic shots?
We did not get a magic shot. No. Maybe there may
the
be
boys
one
got the boys got the photos. We didn't even do the photos, but the boys did.
No, yeah, they did with the rings,
right?
Or those discs, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get a magic shot over there, but
I guess I'm not quite sure where all the magic shots are throughout the park. That's something we'll look into and let everybody know because we'd like to know too.
And I don't know if it's like one day one person can do it, and you know what I mean. Like, I don't know how they do magic shots. Like if it's designated spots, or you know what I mean.
I think it's designated spots because the one we got around the tree, we did do that one.
Yeah.
That was a spot to be in. So, I mean, and you can't pick and choose. I mean, you can go and do every single magic shot if you want to,
But some of them, what I mean, like some of them just have a thumper or, just a random Tinkerbell flying. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like,
I'm talking about
like Avatar and.
Okay. I think I'm talking something different than you. I understand where you're coming from. I'm talking about the one where we did around the tree and it did the 360 shot, and then we did the one in Galaxy's Edge with the ship behind us with the boys. Those are the ones I'm talking about.
Okay, no, I was talking about the magic shots where they put in like a banshee over your head. Yeah. Those photos are the zoom in photos are cool.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know what they're called, but the Millennium Falcon one is a zoom in, and in that one we have a really cool one of Christmas when we're standing in the hub at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That's a cool.
Yeah, and then it zooms out and you can't find us, and it's like, where's Waldo?
Yep. And then
then it zooms in on you. Yeah. So that's really neat. Oh, I haven't seen that one for a long time. I forgot about that.
Yep, that's a cool picture. So
you get pictures, so you have the memories, and
then they get buried.
Yeah, you just gotta look at them frequently.
I just
so come Christmas, we're just gonna play all of our pictures on repeat.
When the family's over?
Yeah.
Sure. Have the chipmunks singing Christmas songs?
Yeah, exactly. Chippendale? Of course. So, and there was another thing, guys, that I talked about we were going to do on a weekly basis or as it arose, do birthday shout outs to the characters. However, I'm finding that there's a lot of opinions on when these birthdays actually fall. And Nick had actually helped out a little bit and found that there's only 3 official birthdays noted by Disney. So,
which are Mickey, Minnie, and Donald.
So we are not going to do that birthday shout outs. However, we will go ahead and beginning next week, once I get my life together over here, because this was a little bit newer news to me. I was struggling trying to find all these dates because they were all so conflicting. I was getting 2 and 3 separate dates. We will start going into maybe each Disney movie and talk about the first appearance and give a little something about, I don't know if we'll go chronological order. We'll go alphabetically order. We'll go
random.
I don't know what, just a random. I suppose we can do a random too. So yeah, that's going to be a lot to cover because there's a lot of Disney movies and stuff out there. Some of them come from books. Some of them come from plays. Some of them are from the originals are from the 1600s.
Right. Some of these characters have existed for centuries. Yeah. It's just Disney turned them into a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Pocahontas.
Yeah.
And Cinderella. Yeah. And there was another one that I was, I can't think of the name of it. I can't remember it, but she's supposed to be like 8,800 years old.
Really?
Or ago. So yeah, anyway, we'll get to more of that. I promise I'll do my homework and get you guys up to speed. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's show. Again, before we sign off here, so subscribe to our email list to get in on the Walt Disney World official growth chart. And at the end of the 8 weeks for the $50 Disney or Disney Plus gift card, whichever the winner prefers. We won't not be giving away both. We'll give away one or the other according to what the winner wants.
So the gift card could even be used toward the minimum 30% off resorts reservations
could be putting down for a deposit. Yep.
Or toward the deposit of that. The cruise of 10%.
Disney gift cards you can use, and anything Disney related.
Yeah. So, okay. And can it be accepted at Target though? Because Target's an affiliate of Target.
No,
okay.
Just Disney.
And it can be used in the parks, guys.
Yep.
It can be used in like Nick says, he buys a card twice a month you buy one.
Twice a month,
buys a card, saving them up.
Yep.
And
I know some people say, well, why don't you put that in a high interest savings account? I don't want to spend it.
Oh, he needs more discipline than that.
I don't want to spend it. That's why I don't.
Well, and it all adds up too.
Oh yeah, a little bit adds up. And like I said, 5% off at Target, like that's where I buy them. I get the 5% off at Target. And I think by the end of it, I'm going to be saving.
I think you said like $80 or something like that. Because we talked about it being the price of a shirt or a quick service meal.
Yeah, that's a couple days quick service meal for you and I.
Every little bit helps, guys.
Got to get your money's worth. like somebody a wise kid once told me.
And with that said, guys, we'll talk to you later.
Yep. Our Facebook page is Main Street Talk. The Facebook group is Disney World Tips and Talk. Our Instagram is Main Street Talk Podcast. And our website, which is where everything lives, is the mainstreettalkpod.com. That's where you will subscribe for the giveaway raffle. And again, I am a Disney travel agent. Contact me at nick.garcia@academytravel.com for any vacation questions, or if you just want to inquire about anything. And we are also an affiliate of the Magic Candle Company. There's a link on our website to get 15% off. Make sure you use the code at checkout. Main Street Talk is the code. And you get 15% off your entire order. And these are great candles. So until then, we will be back next week. We will talk to you real soon.